We see in this week's Seder very important things. I'd like to tell you two nukudot, 2 points. There's plenty of points to talk about, but just two little points, two big points, which talks about in our parsha, when a person brings bikurim, what's the simcha? What kind of simcha does a person have who brings bikurim? Chazal brings down that a person would like to take what he worked so hard in the field, it belongs to him. There's a person plants figs, dates, grapes, shivas aminim. He worked so hard, he plowed it and he watered it until it came a tree. And he's very happy. He wants to keep the first one for himself. The second one to bring to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. No, Torah says not like that. The first one you bring to Melech Amlochim, and the Yisrael brings it down. He brings it to the basket, and there's music there. How look at the Yisrael Pera Gimel, Berachas Bikurim. Wow, he's so happy, and he comes into Yerushalayim, and people ask him, really, where'd you come from? Where you from? The whole story. Person called Simcha. Arami Ovid Omi. Arami Ovid Ovi V'yera Mitzrayim. And it's written in this form, Arami Ovid Ovi V'yera Mitzrayim. He has a big simcha. He's got a simcha in the vidui. It's written over here, V'yesh inyan sheinu v'inyan shvach kamoi mehoidu u'meshabchoi ono hoid v'hodo shebeshabchim oilim ragolim מביאים הביקורים לקדוש ברוך הוא, אשר תורישנו האורץ הקדושו, הטובה והרחובה. Ben Adam, a person he's happy, something happened in his field, he comes to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, מתוודע about Reishis. Why Reishis? Reishis is Mevatel Amalek, Reishis goyim Amalek, which is Pasha Kitzetzei. That's the kesher between Pasha Kitzetzei and Pasha Kitzetzei, that a person is very happy. He's proud of himself, and he doesn't take the first one for himself. No, the first one he gives to Hashem, and the second one he takes for himself. Reish is goyim amolik, where the person is happy. When a person is happy, but a person realizes that everything comes from Melech Malchei Amlochim HaKadosh Baruch Hu, he doesn't have any tightness to Hashem. Person has tightness to Hashem. We don't understand nothing on this world. Like we say, Loma Yoma Agoyim, we don't understand nothing. We don't understand nothing on this world. Why Tzadik Baralo v'Rosha v'Toivloi, where the Rosha does nothing and he's got a nice life, and the Tzadik does everything and he goes to a hard life. Rosha v'Toivloi Tzadik, Rosha v'Toivloi Tzadik Baralo, we don't understand nothing. Moshe Rabbeinu asked the question. The whole of Eov asked the question, and also Tehillim Ayin Gimel talks about all this Inyan of Tzaddik Varaloi, V'Rosha V'Toivloi. We don't understand nothing. Why is it like that? V'ni kemat ach toiv liYisrael elikim levorei levov, v'ni kemat notoi ragloi ka'ayin shofru ashuroi. We don't understand nothing over here, but the Apostle ends in Tiliman Gimel. V'ni kivas elikim li toiv, I'm close to Hashem. Shati kashem elikim machsid esapa kol Malach Yisecha, I come close to Hashem. Besape, we mesape noide lecho, und nesape to lesecho, hol panecha v'nivosheya. We explain to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, we're happy, we're zufrieden. That's the whole word of vidui, just like we see by the Ochet Tzadikim brings down. When a person does a mitzvah, besides having sechar, the mitzvah puts tefillin on, he builds a house, he builds a sukkah. He's becoming a mitzvah, looks for esrog. He goes and he comes and he comes and he goes, and he's hot outside and he's sweating away and he can't find it in a lulav and this and that. He gets sechar on every alicha, every what he's looking for. He gets sechar for the etzah mitzvah, and he gets a sechar for being bekayim the mitzvah b'toch simcha. Hashkifa memoinkot shecho min hashamayim. Rashi brings down yoimam yetzav Hashem chastoi, yetzav lamalochim lishto kedei la'asos chesed. Litzrichim chesed v'ema tachtoinim. Kadosh Baruch Hu says, you do chesed to the tachtoinim, I'll do chesed to you on top. That only comes to a person which a person is happy in life. A person is zufrieden. Rabbi Chazkel Levenstein brings down, a bocher comes to yeshiva, a bocher has to be happy, zufrieden. He has to be happy what he learns. He's happy what he learns. then he gets more simchas and yudua that the person became the mitzvah like the chidor brings down and Lev David, that a person has to know he brings down over here in the chidor misimcha shemivi ledaigetz rabo. He brings down if sometimes a person is worried, everyone's worried, but everything comes from emunah. Person is joined to Hashem. Person is mechubed to Melech Malchei Hamlochim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Kol simcha ba'olam hazeh chutz misimchas mitzvah him mitzat tumah. If a person learns Torah and a person becomes mitzvahs and a person says tehillim and a person davens person is joined to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, then everything is all right. We see this week sentence, all the problems is, person thinks, why is the problem? He doesn't know. But if a person knows, so Rabbeinu Bachai brings down, if a person realizes everything comes from HaKadosh Baruch Hu, then he thinks differently about everything. So Rabbeinu Bachai brings down Yashimenu HaKosov B'ov Doi, when he was over HaKadosh Baruch Hu and he didn't have simcha. If he shechaya v'odom ala simcha bit'askoi b'mitzvahs v'asimcha b'maisa mitzvah b'fnei atzmoi. A guy does a meeting, does tefillin. He puts a tefillin in the morning. He puts up his shirt sleeves. I'm so happy. Kadosh Baruch Hu, I'm so happy. Why? Yisrael v'oraisa v'kudshu b'chuchatu. Every Yid and the Torah and the Kadosh Baruch Hu is one. Yisrael v'oraisa v'kudshu b'chuchatu. Milvad ha'sacha shesh lo al mitzvah. Let's on the tefillin, on the tzitzit, on the lulav, on the shofar, and everything else. Akain. מלבד השכר שיש לו על המצווה, יש לו שכר על השמחה. ועל כן יעניש מכאן למי שאוהב עבודת המצווה, when he doesn't do it from simcha. לכן צריך, a person has to do the mitzvah בשמחה. וכל השלם, have a look in the Rabbeinu Bachai on the posik תחת השאלה הבנת, and have a look also in אוכל צדיקים. ישר שמחה. When a person does a mitzvah, besides getting tzachar on the mitzvah, which is everything's Ein Sof, everything is in the other world. Nefesh HaChaim brings down that someone does good, he feels good. By feeling good, that's not the tzachar. No, he brings down a raya when a person does Avera, he feels bad. What's the badness? Because at the time he did Avera, he cut himself off for Melech Malchei Hamlochim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. The oinus is something else. By the time he was mafsik, the oxygen, kavi yochel, from Melech Malchei Hamlochim HaKadosh Baruch Hu to himself. And a person does a mitzvah, a person is happy. A person learns Torah, a person is happy. V'nismach b'divrei sorasecho, u'v'mitzvasecho lo'olam vo'ed. Ki hem chayenu, v'oirech yomenu. U'v'hem negeh yom, Ben is so happy. Ben Adam makam mitzvahs. Ben Adam learns this, and he learns that, and he learns Hilchos Shabbat, he learns Hilchos Shofar, and he learns Hilchos Bosar B'cholov, Hilchos Lashon Hara. Person joined to the Melech, is mechubed to the Melech. The biggest happiness. I remember, I'll tell you a story. I heard a story from my father. Should be gesund und stark. He told me a long time ago, he went in the street to Chutzloitz with my brother, all the way to Shachis. On the way to Shachis, a long time ago, 50 years ago, 45 years ago, went in the street, Sabbath morning, walking in the street. And my brother was a little boy. And he talking to me in Torah, suddenly a Schwarzer from across the street, crosses the road, and tells my father, why is this boy laughing at me? I said, no, he's not laughing at you. We're talking Bible. We're talking from the Bible. So we, so a person is very, very happy, but Goy cannot understand it. A Goy has got a simcha, the simcha which a Goy has, simcha is hoilulutz. That's what the Chidor brings down. A simcha, what a Yid has, is, he's joined to the Melech, he's mechubed to the Melech. So if a person realizes that he has got simcha, that's what brings the problem to the Yid. If you have Hashem b'simcha, Hoi ponecho v'nivosheya. The person has a simcha gedoyla, that is mekayim the mitzvahs, then of course everything will be all right. But chas v'sholem, a person doesn't have simcha. That's what the Prophet, I have to look at this week's Seder. Taras Hashem lo evadeto, es Hashem lekecha b'simcha v'tov levov. Person doesn't have simcha, timcha, the melech malchei amlochim, chas v'sholem. Comes along all these problems. Emunah, simcha, bitochoin, everything gets joined together. Let me tell you one little story. I remember Yid was once lying in a hospital a long time ago, and the Yid was so ill, he couldn't do nothing, he couldn't learn Torah, nothing. So this Yid once asked one of the Gedolei Ador, about 20 years ago, once asked the Gedolei Ador, what should he do? He can't learn, he can't do nothing. So the Gedolei Ador told him, think that I'm doing Chotzoin Hashem, have a munah in Hashem. Have a munah in Melech Malchei Amlochem HaKadosh Baruch Hu. That HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants me to lie here and become the mitzvah, even though I cannot put a tefillin, and I can't daven, and he couldn't learn, but he's doing Ratzoin Hashem, that he's lying in bed, he's doing nothing, he couldn't learn, he was very ill. But that's the Simcha Gedoyla, in the Kedusha and the Chibur Gedoyla, between Beineinu and Bein Avinu Shebashamayim, that because it's become the mitzvah, al yedei Simcha Gedoyla Mo'od Be'ezrat Hashem.